Welcome, friends, to RimWorld. RimWorld is a story generator developed by Tynan and Sylvester. Terrible tragedies and heroic victories compose an adventure which is guided by an AI storyteller. I'm Juniver, and this is the beginning of a new adventure on the Rim. Let's get started. I'll put an explanation of the mods at the end of the video. So we're going to go with a standard crash-landed start here. On Cassandra, losing is fun. We're going to pick a random seed. What do you think? Shirt sounds good to me. I'm going to put the population all the way up to the max and turn on a couple other tribes here. Give the world a bit more character. You can see some of the mods down here while it loads. Alright, so where are we going to go? First of all, I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to do a 275 map. And let's see where it puts us. Temperate forest, year-round growing, limestone, granite, marble, flat map. That seems pretty good to me. Anyone have complaints with this map? Alright, we're going to do a custom fluid ideology, which I've already created right here. We are the true believers in ancient truth. we have a techist style. We are collectivists. Each person is part of a greater whole, but we can evolve our ideology over time as we gain points to reform. So we're just going to start here with a nice basic ideology. It is our faith in each other that may one day lead us to the stars. It's a nice little quote on kind of what we believe. I'm not going to go through all of the precepts here, but a couple notable ones. Cannibalism is acceptable, but not preferred. What else? Not too much here that's all that game changing. Oh, this one. Charity is worthwhile, so we get mood debuffs if we don't help people. And we got some roles. We've got a leader, we've got a moral guide, we've got a handful of rituals, we've got some buildings, we've got some relics, and we like button-down shirts. So let's see who our team is. All right. Well, my goal is to not reroll anybody, except this one can't do violent. Well, I guess we can go with that. Let's see what we got here. Body modder, night owl, abrasive, who's decent at medical. That's okay. You are incapable of violence, so I guess we'll see how that helps us, but you've got great skills otherwise. You are psychically... Oh, I forgot to look at your traits. Undergrounder, iron-willed, and wimp. Iron-willed is pretty good. Iron-willed and social means you might be our moral guide here. Psychically sensitive, hard worker, nudist. So nobody has any skill whatsoever in shooting, but you can do something with a melee weapon, so that's good. All in all, these three totally random characters might just work out okay for us. We'll see if the incapable of violence comes back to bite us. Alright, let's get started. Alright, the three of you awake in your crypto-sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later you land on this unknown RimWorld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. Alright, so first of all, pause real quick here. Who is going to be our moral guide? Okay, Leo, you're going to be sort of in charge, but you're also not very good at... Well, you can't do violent, so... Zebo over here, you are going to be our main... person defending us. So I'm going to go ahead and go into here, allow all the things, and we have to figure out where we're going to live. Okay. It's a pretty open, flat map. Let's see. This area up here looks kind of decent. We got some fertile soil here. Yeah, I think we'll end up over here. This is kind of close to the anima tree also. Turn that filter off. So yeah, I think we will go ahead and we will set up camp. I kind of want to set up camp here because there's already some walls. However, it's pretty close to the edge of the map. I guess we could do it for now and then we can move kind of this way later. I don't know, I'm kind of torn. We can also take advantage of the initial optimism and just go with it, so maybe we'll do that. Alright, so I need to create a growing zone over here. Might be too much, but we will see. Start doing rice. Put stuff over here, stockpile zone over here. Okay. Also, cut down all these trees. Go through your work priorities. Everyone firefights. Who's our best doctor? Oh, we have 2 good doctors. That's good. So everybody does hauling and basic. I'll handle bed rest myself. You're our warden. You're our cook. You are our constructor and our miner. You are our grower and our plant cutter. Alright. We don't have any good crafters. We're going to have to keep an eye out for that. We also don't have anybody with a passion in crafting. For now, everybody will haul and clean as a top priority. Somebody's got crypto sleep sickness. It's throwing up. 2 of them have crypto sleep sickness. You got a scar on your left leg? That's not good. Means your moving is really slow. Ouch. Oh no, his moving is slow because he also has crypto sleep sickness. How about you, Zebo? You have an old gunshot, but otherwise you're doing okay. Oh, you're the nudist. Our melee pawn is a nudist, which is not good. Let's see, if I tell you to take off your clothes, is this still considered constraining clothes? Unlucky. Well, unfortunately, you're gonna have to get used to it. You're gonna be doing most of the damage. Okay, we have a pet iguana. Nice. Always wanted a pet iguana. Gonna make a quick wall here. We have steel. However, I don't really want to use the steel. Just do some planning here for the moment. That's probably where we'll start off with our little home. That seems okay to me. So they're gonna go ahead and get all this stuff done. Hauling everything. Be a lot of hauling work. I need a door. Do doors there. And then, yeah, we'll have to see if we can get beds up on our first day. That seems unlikely, but we'll give it a shot. Alright, what do we not have covered? We will go ahead and be our animal handler, because you don't have too much else to do. Blue, you are also going to be our hunter. You have a minor passion for something here. Oh, for animals. Okay, not for shooting. Well, you're going to be our hunter anyway. Not that we're going to be doing a ton of hunting right now. What else can I get set up here? Can do this and this. Apparently we can't do this yet. Alright, I need you to cut this tree down first. Sorry to interrupt your day there. You can leave their schedule as it is for the moment. It's gonna take them some time to really get situated. Alright. Right. One table. Couple of chairs. Then who's our constructor? Is it Leo? Yes. Deconstruct this first, please. Okay. This is looking okay so far. Let's go ahead and we'll turn this off for one. Harvest all this heal root. And if I see any berries, not many, we'll harvest the berries. Nice. I'm gonna have to start with a fueled stove. And we still had a bunch of stuff down here to haul. Somebody's not wearing pants. You have pants? You have pants? Oh, you have the flak pants, right. I get it. Well, I guess I just let them carry on with this here. I might have given them too much work. I'm probably not going to get the house done today, unfortunately. But getting to stone cutting here with the stonecutter's table is going to be pretty important. Anything I can steal? Aha. I can steal this table. Anything else over here I can steal? No. Except for these steel columns. I'll come get those later. Ancient generator. Got some urns. We have an ancient danger on this map. There's an ancient danger. Nice. Ancient dangers are pretty fun. I like ancient danger. When we get pretty geared up, we'll go ahead and pop that open and see what's going on. But for now, we're just sitting here, building our little house. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and leave human-like corpses off on the butchering for now. We don't mind eating people. Human meat is just meat like any other after all. However, I'm not sure about that. We'll see. Not 100% sure just how quickly we're going to end up getting attacked. Hopefully we have enough time to really get the stuff handled. It's going to be nighttime soon. Alright, let's do some planning here. So, one of the major issues is that this area up here is non-buildable. So we can't build anything up here by this lake. I do want all of this nice soil here. So I'm gonna plan this out here. 13, 13, 13, and then maybe we'll do something like this to really, I guess I don't need to do that. To really utilize this soil here, I could just do this. Nice. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So, yeah, this will be our main room right here. And then I'll probably also extend out this way. Although I could do a 3-wide hallway in the middle. Oops. I think that looks pretty good for a start. Watch these guys, see what they're doing here. Zebo is cutting down this tree because I told him to. Blue is hauling. Leo is going for a walk. How's everybody doing? Leo is an undergrounder outdoors, so he's not very happy. He also ate without a table. He's just outdoors, so he's got a -1 for that. But he's wearing a button-down shirt, so that's nice. Take a look at Blue. Blue doesn't have any bionic parts. They are a body modder, so they really want some bionics installed. They're not comfortable because we just landed. They ate without a table also. Actually, you know what? Before you do anything else... Why can't they... Okay, they can do this. And there's one more thing I forgot, which is this guy. So yeah, once they haul that table over there, we are looking pretty good. The 8 without a table debuff is a little bit annoying. How are you doing, Zebo? Zebo was rebuffed. Oh no. He's in the dark. He's wearing constraining clothes. He's uncomfortable, and he too ate without a table. So we still have 7.4 days on the initial optimism here. Blue's coming over with the table. You have a very important job. You are delivering the table, which will make us happy. Without the table, everyone in our colony will be perpetually sad. Day without a table debuff is really quite annoying sometimes. Alright, let's go ahead and clean that. And that. And call all of this our home area for the moment. Well, that looks pretty good to me. Are you going to haul these berries back when you're done? If you don't haul these, I'm going to make you haul them. Fine. It's not going that far. So yeah, they can eat with a table now. Oh, and we have to get our recreation sources up. I guess we'll do it there. Nice. We got one bed. One good bed. No room. Blue. You've got -4 for body modder. You got -3 for constraining clothes. Okay, so yeah, blue is actually going to be our biggest risk for food issues, so it's probably a good idea that they have the first bed. We will go ahead and continue tomorrow. Is there any other planning that I can do while they're all sleeping? What are you doing? Oh. He's sleeping. Alright. Well, what else can we plan? So we planned out this area here. We really don't need quite so big of an area for growing, but it'll be okay. Got a hallway here. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to end up doing this. We may try out bedrooms for a start, but I don't intend on doing bedrooms permanently. The barracks setup in the game is really quite powerful, so probably start with bedrooms and then switch to a barracks. So we do this. Like for this hallway to be useful. How do they get to their bedrooms, though? You know what? We can do this slightly differently. I can do longer rooms for bedrooms to start. That'll work out okay. Actually, I'm going to move it over one. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get those bedrooms built so we can get them into actual bedrooms tomorrow. Really what we've ended up with though is 2 hallways, but this isn't going to be bedrooms permanently, so 2 hallways is okay. Getting stone cutting up is going to be important. Did somebody botch the stone cutter's table? Unlucky. But I guess that's how it goes. Our best constructor is level 7. They are a weak professional. So if they fail constructing a stonecutter's table, I guess that's okay. I'm going to set up some food. Do until you have 6. You can use anything except insect meat and... Where is it? Oh, it's not the meat. You can use anything except for insect meat. And pause, unpause it 3, I guess. Okay. Then do, actually, simple meal times 4. Same setup here. Allow everything but insect meat. If somehow we were to get some human meat, we could eat it. Then, actually what I want to do here is I want to turn off vegetarian on these. Then copy and paste these and add vegetarian in on these guys. So what this means is that they will cook simple meal times 4 first, using only meat, and then if we don't have any meat, they will cook simple meals with rice. Actually expand this growing zone a little bit. I'm not 100% sure how much rice we're going to need, so going a little bit overboard isn't the end of the world. Alright, let's go ahead and hit the fast forward button. We'll catch up with these guys in the morning. Oh, they're up. Blue, what you doing? You're hauling? Okay. You're still asleep. Got a lot of work to do out there. We don't really need to start mining the steel. We have a good amount of steel already. Go ahead and expand this out, though. And I'm going to do this. Plant some daylilies in there and make that recreation room a little bit prettier. We're also going to do the same thing over here in these bedrooms. I can put that dumping stockpile somewhere else. Okay, don't sow this yet, but eventually we'll put daylilies here. Oops. Daylilies, don't sow. Alright, so once we get this room set up, we'll work on the bedrooms. That'll be nice. You're still hauling. Do we have anything else on the map that we have to go get? I feel like this game is just gonna, like, put a bunch of packaged survival meals, like, here. Make us go get them. I'm not seeing anything, so that's good. I don't really want any of our friends here going a long distance to pick stuff up. Oh, I got a whole bunch of steel to go get. I don't have to get it urgently, but we may as well get it now before the raids start. Aha! This is the food that I thought was on the corner of the map. It's only 3 total meals, so that's okay. A panther? Uh-oh. This is how we die. I don't want to die to a panther. Go ahead and use up our steel here. And where can we put this so it can be useful? I think we'll probably end up with a little bit of a hallway coming out this way, perhaps? Put some steel traps here. And actually then what we'll do is I'll put the wall slightly over so we can start a little bit of a trap tunnel here. Are you our... Okay, you are our constructor. Do this first. Stonecutter's table is much more important than the chest table. Actually, I lied. This one's more important. Then do this. How are you doing, Mr. Iguana? Pepe the iguana. Blue, you're doing an awful lot of hauling. Why is that? Oh, because you're not good at anything else. Okay, well, we're going to end up relying on these traps. I don't want to use steel for this, but we'll go ahead and use steel for now. Won't do it long term. Okay, here we go. Make marble, do until you have, I don't know, 100? Unpause at 70. Drop on the ground is fine. Actually, I'm gonna put gradient radius on here. Don't go too far for this. 40 is okay. Then what else do we have on this map? Limestone, granite, and marble. Alright, so we don't have any really fast stones. I think limestone is faster than marble, but we'll go ahead and just use marble for basically everything. Granite has a lot of HP, but it takes a long time to craft, so I'm not going to use too much granite. We'll just use marble. How much marble do we have in the area? Not a ton. Not quite so big. Actually, I want this over here. This can be our dumping stockpile for chunks. Oops, I think I just made a stockpile. Dumping stockpile. Yeah, just chunks over here, please. Then this will be just corpses. Take care of that, what is this? Ancient Mega Cannon Barrel. Thank you, so that I can actually do this. Once we get our wooden hut here put together, then I'll go ahead and start stripping some of these buildings in the area. Is this marble? There's a good amount of marble up here. We could dismantle all that marble. But, you know, somebody should be assigned to work on this. Zebo? Zebo will do it after he finishes all of his cooking, growing, and plant cutting work. Alright. Well, and his smithing and tailoring, but he's also set to haul and clean first, so they're going to go out and haul a bunch of stuff on the map, including all that steel. Alright, so we're not going to actually start cutting any stone for a while. I guess that's okay. If we can just, before today's over, let's see, what's it? It's a bit after noon. If we can get this room done today, I think that'll be a victory. It's not a room yet. It's still outdoors. Need to get this trap up, though. We're getting close. We just have one more section of wall. Nope. Do this one first. Alright, we got a room. How exciting is that? So there's so much hauling work that no one is actually doing the cleaning. I'm gonna have Zebo clean before he hauls. Alright. Well, this is going pretty well. I'm pretty happy about this. Go ahead and get the rest of this day ironed out. Maybe we'll set up some zones here. Alright, we're going to call this work. This one's going to be walls. This one's going to be animals, I guess. Alright, work. You can go anywhere in here. In fact, I'm going to let them go a little bit further over here to the side since it's kind of the middle of the map. Alright, then right now our wall zone is here. Not very big. Get that crap out of the way. You almost done building this wall here? Or roof? He is, okay. You know what, your planting skill, okay, your planting skill is okay. I was gonna say, you cutting down the trees to do your construction work is a little bit annoying, but that's okay. Zebo over here is just wandering around doing his thing, cutting the trees, hauling back some herbal meds. Actually, I need to see, is everybody's set to industrial medicine? I don't want that. Both of these guys, you have to pick who's going to be our primary doctor. Is it going to be Leo or is it going to be Blue? Blue has basically nothing else to do. So Leo, you can be a number 2 doctor. He's got enough work to do as it is. It's a good spot for the animatry. I like that. Maybe we'll end up moving over there someday. We'll see. This base area is pretty central. The only way we could be more central is if our base was like here, which we could have done. With the animatry over here, if we ever end up using it, which we may or may not, I just wanted to kind of center us a little bit off center so we have the opportunity to use the animatry. Right, everybody's eating their evening meal. You know, Leo, after you finish that, I'm going to have you repair this steel table. That'll hopefully increase the impressiveness of the barracks a little bit, or perhaps not. Clean up the garbage, though. Down to -6. Here, clean this whole room. Sorry to disturb you. Don't worry, we'll get your debuffs here for slept outside in the cold and on the ground handled tonight. Should be okay. I'm pretty sure there's more to clean in this room. Alright, Zebo is cleaning some of it apparently. We're still at awful. What do we need to get to the next level? I guess we need it cleaner. We're at dull. That's better than nothing. The mood debuff for a dull barracks is not great, but it's not the worst thing. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Hauling steel. There is a lot of steel on the map here. Didn't end up using the map reroll or the map preview mod at all here. We just kind of went with it, which is all good. Gonna move the mini map all the way up here in the corner though. Might have to adjust that later. All right. So this is our first day here on the Rim. We've got, okay, this is our second day here on the Rim. We've got some good stuff going. We have a table. We can eat with the table. We've got some food going. We've got plans to expand our base. And all in all, Leo, Blue, and Zebo, 3 people who are just thrown into the mix together with random traits, random problems. Blue always says exactly what's on her mind. Abrasive is kind of annoying. They tend to start social fights. Or cause social fights. Zebo is pretty good here. He's a hard worker. He's pretty good melee. Psychically sensitive. You know? So we got 3 totally random characters. One who is incapable of violence, which is very annoying. But yeah. It's a good start here. We will go ahead and continue with this story next time. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm Juniper. I hope you had a good time, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks, everybody. All right, let's walk through the mods real quick. We have core game installed, of course. We also have the royalty and ideology expansions on. Harmony and Hugslib are both background mods. Mod Manager is what gives me this slightly modified mod list so that I can kind of more easily manage the mods, and it gives you lists and everything. Performance Optimizer is a pretty lightweight mod that makes the game a little bit better. There's better mods for performance out there. Rocketman is probably the best, but I'm choosing not to use that one. I've got a bunch of mods in here that kind of increase the texture quality in the game, so this will increase many of the textures. This one allows for increased pawn rendering, upscaling some different textures. This mod prevents precipitation over Fog of War, which is just a nice one to have for immersion. Random Plus we haven't used on this particular playthrough, but it is a very powerful mod. I highly recommend this one. It lets you set some filters and then hit the randomize button so that you can basically tailor what colonists you want without having to use prepare carefully. So prepare carefully means that you can create colonists that aren't technically possible. This mod doesn't allow you to create a colonist that isn't possible. It still rolls the game. It just rolls the game for you and pauses when it finds one that meets your criteria. So if you haven't checked out Random Plus, give it a shot. It's really powerful. Show Drafty's weapon is pretty self-evident. Camera Plus lets me zoom in and out further. P Music is excellent. I highly recommend P Music as one of the best mods for the game. Adds some amazing tracks to the soundtrack. Highly, highly recommended. Easy Speed Up adds the 4x speed button. Defensive Positions lets you send colonists to predetermined locations. It just makes it a little bit easier. You don't have to micro it quite so much. Visible raid points. This is very handy for me. I like to know just how strong our enemies are when they're coming to attack us. The Allow tool is a pretty useful tool. It adds in a bunch of different features. Actually, a pretty significant portion of the Allow tool has been wrapped into vanilla already. Rim HUD kind of expands the info that you can see about colonists. Medical tab is another tab where it shows the medical status of all of your colonists. And all of these right here, these are almost all of these are quality of life mods instead of real game-changing mods. Octung allows you to force a colonist to do work. In theory, you can force them to do work until they die, though that's not something I plan to do. But if you want that, you can do that with this mod. Fahrenheit and Celsius shows both Fahrenheit and Celsius. Animated marshes makes the marshes look cooler. It's just kind of a visual mod. Trade ships drop spot. This will let me pick where the stuff from traders falls. It's really annoying to have it land, behind a cooler or something like that, and you got to rip the wall down to go get it. This just makes it easier. Smarter construction, deconstruction. I really don't want to worry too much about making sure my pawns don't kill themselves with roof collapses and stuff, or get stuck in a wall. Area unlocker means that I can make as many areas as I want to without worrying about the limit that the vanilla game has. This one is sort of a performance mod. All of the little bits of filth and blood out on the map will actually degrade your performance over time. So this will actually clean those up in a kind of themed way, as in it'll go away with rain and with time. So I like that. Dismiss trader just means you can tell them to bugger off when you're done talking to them. Follow me is what I use to zoom in on a colonist and then to have the camera automatically follow them as they walk around. This one's really fun. I really like this one. Minimap is self-evident. I like this one. It's pretty powerful. Realistic darkness I like also. This is the light version of the mod. There is a darker one. I don't know if it's on this list, but there's a darker version of realistic darkness, and that's really dark. It's really dark. Don't play with that unless you really, really like the dark. The light version of this is much better. Map reroll lets you reroll your map a little bit. Map preview lets you see the map that you're going to end up on, though we didn't end up using either of these in this particular start. Replace stuff is super powerful. I really like replace stuff just because it saves so much time. I don't want to have to tear down the walls and put new walls up every time I change something. Loading in progress. This is a feature that really ought to be in the base game. This allows you to add something to a drop pod that you're already working on filling. So this feature really should be in the game. Wall light. This is one of the very few mods that I have that'll change the game experience. It's really lightweight. It does change the gameplay. It does make things easier by not having a tile taken up by the light, but it's okay. There's nothing wrong with making it a little bit simpler and a little bit nicer to have some lighting in small rooms. And the last one here, this one is just fun. Saw this and I couldn't resist it. Spaceballs is one of my favorite films, and this is Mr. Coffee and Mr. Radar. We'll build those later on. Not too worried about it. It does change the gameplay a little bit. The Mr. Radar will act as a telecommunication thingamajig, and it'll also pop out some raspberry jam. And then Mr. Coffee won't do anything for us because we don't have any mods to add coffee to the game, so it'll just be funny. So the raspberry jam that this pops out once in a while is actually considered a fine meal, so it changes the game, but it's basically nothing. It's just funny. And that's it. That's all we got. We have a bunch of quality of life mods, a couple that change the game a little bit, but other than that, this is vanilla. I've got a whole bunch of other mods that I've tested and played with here, and there's a fair portion of these that I would prefer to use, but for this particular playthrough, I'm trying to go back to vanilla and use really nothing that isn't quality of life mods or really lightweight mods like wall lights. So yeah, that's our mod list. Hope you've enjoyed watching the episode, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.